guys, what's up? It's your girl Jay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe down below. Hit that bell notifications for updates of my content. So as you see, there's Zeke Boy in the back. You know my videos are mainly about nursing, lifestyle, and much more. So today is the day. Today's the big day. I took my son and I took my husband with me because it's a long drive. It's like 3 hours there and back, and sometimes I get really bad sciatic nerve pain. So that being said, I just had to bring my significant other to tag along and go take my test. And that being said, I feel super nervous. My stomach hurts. I don't know, I just feel nervous, but I'm just saying to myself, I literally studied as much as I could. I did all 2,000 and something questions of that UWorld question bank. Towards the end, I was just basically doing tutor mode and just knowing what I know and I don't know what I don't know. I can't frustrate myself anymore. I can't distress myself anymore. I'm just going in knowing that I know what I do and I don't know what I don't. And I'm being positive that it will all be great. And I'm just opening my mind that I will take all questions, which is like 200 and something questions. But if I don't, then I don't. It's okay. I'm not saying that I'm going to take the 75 questions, which is the minimum, because I don't know what's going to happen, you know? So that being said, we're on our way. Peace out. Guys, so I am finally here. I'm going to go take the test. Wish me luck, blessings, peace out. Hey guys, so quick recap on the NCLEX. I am done taking the test. I feel like it was the hardest test I've ever taken. I definitely feel like UWorld prepared me for it. I did not take the minimum 75 questions. I went up to like 147 if I'm not mistaken. I got lost at like 145 to 147 only because afterwards it made me take like additional 30 questions that weren't going to be graded and also an additional 16 questions for the exit test. But that being said, I got a lot of care plan questions that I wasn't really prepared for. A lot of select all that apply questions. I felt like I was prepared, but there are some things that I didn't really touch up on, but I just needed a mental break. I took like 3 hours to take that test, and that's it. Hey guys, what's up? So quickly I want to talk about what my NCLEX had, NCLEX PN, and what to expect, because this could be the same for you or different for you. So I want to just say that in my NCLEX I had a lot of care plan questions. These care plan questions were basically like broken up like, this patient has this, what would you do, or what would you say, what would you add to their care plan? So my diagnosis a lot was HIV. If this patient has HIV, what would you add to their care plan? Blah, 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 and 4 different options. Then I had a lot of questions on HIV. I had a lot of questions on PPE. I had a lot of questions on precaution measures. For example, I had airborne precaution, contact precautions. I had different types of just precaution measures, and you had to know the sequence of your PPE. So I had that one. It was like putting them in order, and then I had a lot of select all that apply. And the way that I noticed when I got a harder question was when I had like a basic question of like 1 sentence, and then I would get that right, it would quickly move up to a different level of questions, which were the select all that apply. And then when I got that one right, then I would go to an even harder select all that apply. So I can definitely tell when it was getting easier. Those questions, I honestly don't believe that were very tricky, but I do feel like it makes you think, because of course it is the NCLEX and it's computer based. A couple other things that were on mine, like I said, care plans, HIV, CHF, Oh, also guys, you must know your electrolyte values. I feel like it's extremely important. On my NCLEX, I had so much electrolyte values that I'm very glad that UWorld helped me a lot. I did all 2,000 questions, and honestly, it helped me. So what else, guys? I had a lot of procedure questions, to be shocked also. I got the catheter question. How would I put a catheter in, like putting it in a sequential order? So I got that. And then also for PPE, I got that in a sequential order. And then also tracheotomy or tracheostomy, you know, the trachea, I got that question also to put that in order. And also wound care, I got that also. I had to put it in order. So for my questions, I feel like I got like really hard questions, but I feel like I kind of did really good with the putting them in order because, okay, so UWorld has a very, very good format. It honestly alleviated my test anxiety so much because the format and the basically that platform of UWorld looks exactly like the UWorld. Sorry, I can't even speak. It looks exactly like UWorld, the NCLEX. So when I went to the testing site, I went in there, I gave them my ID and all that stuff, and then I went to use the bathroom before, and then I went in there to take the test. I pressed the start button and it looked exactly like it. So when I was taking it, I felt like I was just doing a UWorld assessment, and it was pretty cool. So that being said, guys, also there's going to be a lot of questions on NPOs, if someone's going to go for a surgery, and if they're NPO, can they still have a glass of water, stuff like that. A lot of prioritization questions. I had a lot of questions like which patient has the priority to be seen from the nurse. At the change of shift, which patient would you see first? This patient, like different patients. So, what else? Honestly, guys, I believe everyone's experience will be different, but I can advocate for UWorld because 2 of my questions were actually on Ashley. My gosh, it's so hot, guys. I can't even think right now. 2 of my questions were actually on my NCLEX, and I was really shocked because I was like, I don't know how it happened, but it happened. So that happened. Overall, guys, I would definitely say brush up on your material. I don't say you have to study more than a month, but definitely 2 months should be your max. But definitely do a lot of questions from a question bank. If it's Archer Review, if it's UWorld, if it's Saunders book, whatever it is, just do a lot of questions. I did the full 2,000 questions from UWorld, and I made sure to go back in to my complete nursing school bundle from this one nurse that she has, like this packet, and it's a complete book, and I did that, and I just reviewed on each topic and everything, and it was amazing because honestly it helped me so much. So I hope this little recap of the NCLEX, of my NCLEX story and what I got on my test helps you guys. Peace out.